Run number 3, starting from position number 5, is the V77 of Michael Conway, and from 6 with the V88S of Glenn Shaw. Run number 4 is the V25 of Matt Papper and the V39 of Nick Parker, and our final row in this one, the V22 of Joe Lostich, and on his outside, the V3 of Dylan Gent. That is the lineup for heat race number 1 tonight for our speed cars, and boys, the track will be cherry ripe for these boys as we get set to go green.
Indeed it will. It's getting set to fire in the second half of our field for our opening heat race. Full fields tonight for our speed car heat races. Already saw earlier on tonight, even in wet and greasy conditions during hot laps, Nick Parker took a shine to the high side, and he's already rolling in that. You see him down there right beneath the Westvic scaffolding sign as he goes by the scoreboard now in that 39 machine. He'll be one to watch in this heat race. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. Coming from deep in the pack, starting position number 8. Caleb Mills will start position number 3 as he goes by the flags down as well. Last of our cars is getting fired as we speak for our opening speed car heat of the night. Matt Papper in that 25 machine underway as well. Pace vehicle just being held at bay, so that indicates we will have some hot laps ahead of our opening speed car heat of the night. Gives a little bit better indication of the speeds we'll see tonight, given that it was extremely greasy, if not some rain, around when we tried to hot lap them earlier on this evening. Late models also on the program tonight, looking forward to them being a part of the show. Some giveaways to take place a little bit later on tonight as well. Especially if you do a bit of jerky. It's the speed cars set sail for hot laps. Information coming through with regards to next week. We might see the Kiwi Max Guildford back as well in a new ride potentially. So full international flavour for next week's Easter Sprint Car Trail as we cast our eye back to the proceedings here at SunGold Stadium for our opening speed car heat of the night. Nick Parker laid down a 13.978 during that hot lap session. Had the privilege of being able to call the Australian Championship down to HB Stockfeed Simpson Speedway earlier this year, and boy oh boy, some of the racing down there had to be seen to be believed. Outstanding was the entertainment. Some Warrnambool Isuzu Ute Pace vehicle makes its way out onto the circuit. We'll clear the infield. A couple of our wingless sprints, not least of all Carly Walsh, our 5th heat race winner of the night. Blaine Densley also getting a win. Carly sibling Blake Walsh getting a win. Tyson Martin, the Aussie champ, and Travis Miller were the 5 heat race winners if you're just joining us either here at the venue or on pay-per-view tonight. As we look towards Toby Smith and Jet Hart sharing that front row. Mills and McMinn on the second row. Michael Conway in the 77, the 88S is Glenn Shaw. Matt Papper and Nick Parker on that 4th row. Joe Lostich and Dylan Gent sharing the 5th row. 10 cars, speed cars, heat race number 1 for them on the program tonight. Green flag in the air as we get set to roll. Looks like a good start. Mills eager to get going on the low side. Like a shot from a gun. From the inside there, up into the lead out of turn number 2. Impressive run, Hart in the 98 car, hanging tough in that second spot. Trying to go with Mills, who's got superior car speed as he fires down the front straightaway one more time. McMinn, he's in the middle. Parker dive bombs his way with a diamond off the turn number 2. Slips through. Coming after Conway in the 77 car, he makes up that spot. Parker to the low groove from deep in our field, finds himself 3rd at the flag stand already. Hart upstairs in the 98 car. He's now got Parker for company. Meanwhile, about 25 car lengths further up the track, Caleb Mills in the 10 machine, as quick as it's looked in some time, it is fair to say, is on an absolute rail around the top here at SunGold Stadium. A little bit of damage to a panel further back in the pack. That looks like it might have been Papper potentially. But Parker now has challenged with the job of trying to run down Mills. This will be entertaining in itself, Jake Morrell, but Caleb Mills not putting a foot wrong. Basically a straightaway length lead over the second place Nick Parker.
Oh, you talk about not putting a foot wrong. You just got a little high in turn 3 and 4. Washed off a tiny bit of speed, but Nick Parker sits there in the second spot. No one to attack, no one to defend right now. Similar distance. Now back to third as well as Gents there. Fourth is Hart. Hart just washes up a little bit of speed. Does that now invite the door open for McMinn in the 12 machine? McMinn trying to go after Hart. McMinn on the inside groove. Hart will maintain it for that one. How good is Caleb Mills? There's 3 laps remaining. He's going to come up to lap traffic. That's Smith, who was a pole sitter. That's how quick Caleb Mills is. And this is only the opening heat race. Sits on top of the Southern Speedway Tour. Speedcar Tour, shall I say. And now he's putting on maximum as he goes past Papa. Mac Mills is one to run, and it's all but in the books for Camel.
And don't discount the run from Dylan Gent, 10th to 3rd for the V3, trying to track down Nick Parker. This time off turn number 4, Caleb Mills will get the white flag, 1 lap to run. Parker dives to the inside of the V25, that's Matt Papa. Papa will go a lap down to the second place, running Nick Parker. Gent not far back off there neither, but off turn number 4, a stout drive to pick up the win in hit race number 1. Caleb Mills gets the job done. Nick Parker gets home for 2nd, Dylan Gent for 3rd. Off turn number 4, Jet Hart will hold off Michael Conway. Justin McMinn home in 6th, Glenn Shaw for 7, Joe Lowstitch will come home in 8th. Then it's back to Papa and Toby Smith, the V25 and V55 respectively. Caleb Mills' best lap time on lap number 3 of 13.876. Nick Parker in 2nd at 13.894. So speeds were similar once we got going between Parker and Caleb Mills, but there's no doubting the start. The Cars for Us V10 of Caleb Mills like a shot out of a gun.
Certainly looked for the bottom groove, didn't he? And got some drive. There's no doubt about that. It was at the drop of the green flag from 3rd to 1st. Nick Parker from 8th to 2nd. And Dylan Gent from 10th to 3rd. So plenty of passing going on in our opening speed car event of the night. And quick as a wink, he's down in victory lane. And you'll catch up with Jake Morrell down there. Stevie Trigg has a good look over the number 10 machine as well. And boy, oh boy, the track conditions are absolutely perfect for our speed cars tonight, and I dare say all divisions on the program, Jake, but Caleb Mills put on a clinic in his opening heat this evening.
Yeah, certainly does. Enjoys great support from Super F Spares. Caleb Mills, we spoke earlier, had a little bit of time to think about it, and you put it to good work.
Yeah, no, that was really good. I felt really comfortable, and I'm glad to see that the track's come into what I think it was going to do early this afternoon. So, yeah. Hats off to the Premier crew here for getting it in, and hopefully it just keeps widening out.
You had a little bit of a peak up the top in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, just it's getting really slick up there, and I just miss my throttle point with my feet. So just got to be careful of that, and hopefully it builds up a cushion so we can lean on it.
Quick thank you to those who help you down the road.
Yeah, all the partners on the side of the scene, Cars for Us, Super F Spares, Western District Cranes, Synergy Painting Group, Dino and Brad are down here helping, and Pierce Performance Products, Lucas Oil, FSR, some local sponsors we got, and Fire Australia as well.
That's it, Caleb Mills, Camels.
Off, only a late model heat remaining before we get into our feature events tonight. 10 laps of journey for our speed cars for this heat race. Track in magnificent condition. There is no doubt about that. Hats off to the team here at SunGold Stadium. A number of venues around the state cancelled their events today, obviously overnight and morning rains. Battling a little bit of intermittent showers this afternoon here, even in Warrnambool, but certainly track-wise, we cannot complain thus far through the program. Warrnambool Isuzu Ute Pace vehicle on the circuit one more time. Tyre Factory of Warrnambool bringing us all the action tonight. We thank Jeff Cook and the team. Hope they're enjoying their night up in the corporate suite as our field begins to form up for heat race number 2 of the speed cars. Dylan Gent sent to roll from the pole. Joe Lowstitch from position number 2. Keep an eye on that 39 machine of Nick Parker. Matt Papa to the outside of your second row. Glenn Shaw, Michael Conway, Justin McMinn in the 12. Caleb Mills, earlier heat race winner, starts outside of row number 4. Jet Hart, and Toby Smith rounds out your field. Lights go out on the pace car. Looks like we're set for a start this time by. Out of turn number 4, they'll greet that white stripe. Jake Morrell, heat race number 2 for our speed cars. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, certainly is. 10 laps we put on the board. Dylan Gent, Joey Lostich, that front row. Nick Parker on the second, we're green. Have a look at Parker, he wants to move up. Just washed off a little bit of speed. That's interesting to watching that one. While this is happening, Gent now on the inside in turn 3 and 4 is going to be your leader. 1 lap down. So Gent holds steady on that inside groove in turn 1 and 2. Trying to hold off. Joey Lostich in the 22 machine. Parker in the third spot. He's the highest of all the cars right now. He's trying to go after second. There's only 2 to 3 car lengths between second and third. Make that even less. A little bit of a hop, skip and a jump from Joey Lostich. Parker's still trying to go off, but maybe a little bit of contact high up there. Here comes Caleb Mills. Your leader is way upstairs in turn 1 and 2. Now comes back down. Smith will call it a night in this heat race. As Mac Mills, your leader, comes down 7 laps to 6, and Parker's going to go after him very quickly.
Keep one eye on Camels. He's working his way forward in this one. He's gone 8th to 4th using all of SunGold Stadium Premier Speedway. He goes to the top, Diamonds to the bottom. That last time in 3 and 4, we watch him again. This time he'll go to the top, and he'll stay there. Michael Conway is the car that's battling just behind him. So too Justin McMinn. He goes to war with the 88 of Glenshaw. Back at the ranch, Dylan Gent continues to lead, but don't look now because Nick Parker is banging down the boards off of 4. He'll try and build the run this time by. We're half race distance down. We've got 4 to run. The V39, David Mills, all diamond at the bottom of turn number 2. Gains a heap of ground on your race leader. They'll race into 3 and 4 this time by. There's 3 laps to run.
If I could do a little Gavin White giggle or chuckle, I would have thrown it in there in the early laps. Some of those slide jobs had to be seen to be believed from some of these guys. Nick Parker and Caleb Mills to mention 2 that have gone at it. Parker trying to challenge for the race lead, trying to come after Gent. They got 2 to run. The gap's closed to about 8 car lengths. Now it's closing even more as they enter into turns 1 and 2. Parker trying to run down your race leader. Mills is up into P3. Lostich back there in P4. Parker right upstairs where Fonzie lives. We know the drill. Gent running mid-track. They go by the flags down with 1 to run. Keep an eye on the 39 of Parker. Can he run down Gent? They close between turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Parker up the top. Gent on the bottom. Will momentum win? No, Gent gets the job done. And the heat race win. Super impressive race out in front from Dylan Gent, getting the job done ahead of a hard-charging Nick Parker in the Victoria 39. Caleb Mills was the Joe Lostich for 4th. Michael Conway rounded out your top 5. But boy, oh boy, speed car racing at its best on a wide-open SunGold Stadium here tonight. From top to bottom, they have put on a show. Dylan Gent gets the job done. Nick Parker 2nd and Caleb Mills 3rd.
Joey Lostich, he came home in 4th. Michael Conway 5th. Then Justin McMinn for 6th. Glenn Shaw, Jet Hart, Matt Papper, and Toby Smith pulled to the infield early in that one. Boy, as Adam Brand said it, if that didn't turn you on, folks, you don't have a switch. Your heat race winner is Dylan Gent Valvoline on board for the V3. He pulls up into victory lane and he will catch up with Jake Morrell.
Steve, a trig actually, but nice to meet you too, Mac Mills. But yeah, we're down here with a KRE Chev powered spike chassis. Currently 5th in Speedcar Series points, and that's a thing to remember. We haven't mentioned that much tonight, fellas. This is actually a round of the Speedcar Series, so it's really important to get it done tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Track's pretty tricky out there. It's good fun. It's very different in 1 and 2 to 3 and 4, but it's good racing and I'm having fun, so that's all we can ask for.
Who to thank?
Gen Automotive, definitely Valvoline, Brody, Bart, Amber, Mum, everyone, Liv, Dad, they're all helping me out, so can't thank them enough.
Good luck for the rest of the night.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Basically reversing the route.
Pace vehicle. Camels. Caleb Mills will go from the pole. Dylan Gent to his outside. for Joe Lowstitch to pull up. He'll start on the inside of that third row. On his outside is Jet Hart. One guy you cannot count out starts on the inside of row number 2, the All Higher V39. That's Nick Parker as the lights go out. "20 laps on the board. The V10 will square off with the V3. V39, V77. 10 cars on track, 20 laps the journey. Steady pace into 3 and out of turn number 4 to the white chalk line for the final time tonight. We are green. Mills will go to the bottom in turns number 1 and 2. Parker just got up on the berm, a little bit untidy in the V39. Mills to the lead, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Will go clean for lap number 1. 1 lap down, 19 to run, and it's still Mills and Gent at the front. The Valvoline V3 works mid-track, so too does your race leader. A little bit further back is Nick Parker. The top 2 pulled away in that opening circuit, it's fair to say. Mills to the bottom in 3 and 4. He'll tick another one off the board a little bit further back. Hart will go to the outside of McMinn. Just up the road from him is Joe Lowstitch to the V22. That's the battle for 5th. Top 4 has skipped away from the rest of the field, but your top 2 is trying to still get away from Nick Parker, who's gone right back to the boards where we've seen him go all night. Michael Conway, the 77 machine, runs a little bit further back. Whoa, Parker just got squared up into 1 and 2. Contact further back, and Justin McMinn is upside down. The V12, he was very unlucky. There was a few untidy just ahead of him, and he was wrong place, wrong time, caught the wall, and a very gentle rollover.
Justin McMinn, unfortunately, upside down. We can see car in front of him just balked him.
Just Lowstitch, just looked like he was
like off
really
the pace.
tight. Yeah.
Couldn't get around the corner himself and pushed up track, and that is no fault of McMinn's whatsoever. He avoided contact with Lowstitch in front of him, but I'm not sure what the issue was there for Lowstitch, but certainly left McMinn nowhere to go. Hence he is upside. Waiting on Jet Hart. Make his way back forward again. Justin A-OK. We get set to restart our final event of the night. 17 to run, don't forget, tickets for next Sunday night, premierspeedway.com.au. Jump on, grab your tickets. Sprint cars, super odds, massive fireworks displayed around out the season here at Premier Speedway. Keep an eye on the socials all week long as Caleb says, I'm out of here. We'll try and relaunch our Speedcar feature event tonight. Almost bikes the 10 on the entry to turn 1 that time by. Jen still in the second spot. Nick Parker. How long before he reverts to that high groove we've seen, or did that incident up there in turn 1 spook him somewhat? He certainly railed it in there. In the blink of an eye, he's back upstairs. Conway in the 77 machine trying to follow suit. Caleb Mills still out in front. You'll get 15 to go this time by the flag stand. Jakey looks super quick.
Certainly does. He's on the inside of the exit out of turn 2. Quarter of the straightaway distance between 1 and 2 right now. Dylan Jant's been impressive here tonight. Holds and maintains that second spot. Jant trying to go up to the lead 8. Spins a high groove in turn 1 and 2. Parker's the highest of them all. He is living by the sword, dying by the sword as well. Nick Parker has been really up on the wheel. You can see from the inside here, his elbows up racing. Parker's the first spot. 1, 2 and 3, very similar distance with different lines between them. Conway in the 4th spot. Jet Hart's done a good job. He's in the top 5 spot. Continues on. 13 laps now. Turn to 12. Second difference between first and second. As I said, very similar distance back to third. You can say that for 4th as well. Hart in the 5th. Glenshaw in the 6th. McMinn, after going upside down, maintains that 7th spot. Papa, Smith is all deep in this one. 11 laps remaining. And your leaders on the exit out of turn 4. He may come up to lap traffic in a lap or 2. To Mac Mills. It's Callum Mills right now.
Doing a stout job out in front, Callum Mills. It's been good all night. Dylan Jent's been in the second spot, so too Nick Parker. Parker currently 3rd, trying to close in on the back of the Valvoline, number 3. Gent running mid-track, so too is Caleb. just goes to the bottom and slides up this time by Toby Smith's just up the road in the yellow 55 machine. That'll be the first of the lap cars with 9 to run. Will we see some further lap cars? Matt Papper's up the road, so too Justin McMinn. Somewhat of a hot lap session as of right now. Cars are evenly spaced around SunGold Stadium Premier Speedway as we work under half race distance. David Mills, there is 8 laps to run for your race leader, Caleb Mills.
Oh, for a full field, isn't it? Really tonight to see these guys circulating the way they are deep into lap traffic would be amazing. But the gap is closing, especially in that battle for second and third between Gent in the second spot and Parker. Really starting to rein him in now. Trying to pick up the second spot now from Gent now out of turn number 4. Almost 3 wide with Smith in the 55 car, the lap car. Still Mills your race leader. If anything, the gap between second and third and first has closed ever so slightly as well. Parker dives to the bottom now on Gent, looking for P2. He's got it at the flag stand. Will he set sail and revert to that higher groove? Oh, we've got a spinner and it's Gent. Third place running car, and that eliminates a 1.227 second lead for your race leader, Caleb Mills, from Nick Parker as Gent spins.
And boy, oh boy, you said it, Nick Parker strong. I'm not sure that's what Caleb Mills would have wanted to see.
Round 3 of the Southern Speedcar Tour in action here tonight at SunGold Stadium. 6 to run in our final event of the program.
Those at home on Clay Per View just getting a look. Gent just got in on the inside. Might have clipped the berm ever so slightly. We'll have a look again here one more time. You see Parker went to the inside. Gent tried to return serve. Gets in really low. Just caught the berm with the left front. A little bit untidy. Had to overcorrect the race car.
Just spat him off the berm. A fraction, didn't it? Wasn't much. It was not much at all, but it's 2.
Mills, you do wonder what they might have had as these laps came to a close here for your 20-lap feature event.
What about the games going on here? Nick Parker to the outside. That's where he's been running for majority of this one.
Jake, you made a call there that he was the highest of everybody down into turn 1. He was insanely high up there. He was right up against the wall, right on the entry, and you talk about the bravery of the competitors we see all season long. Right on show there from Nick Parker, the way he wheeled that 39 car into turn 1. Just amazing to see, especially people up on Mount Max would have had a great view of it, how deep he was driving that car.
I just wonder what this does to Caleb. Does he think he has to defend a little bit higher? Does he still stick to his guns? 6 laps remaining. And we go back to green flag racing right here as Parker sets himself up. Caleb Mills is in front, but for how long as Parker? Back straight, Southwest Conveyance and Grandstand. Mills to the inside in 3 and 4. Parker's big groove hasn't quite gone as high as he did. Now in 1 and 2, little bit of a hop, skip and a jump, washes off a tiny bit of speed. Now to the inside, Parker. Nick Parker, your new leader in turn 3 and 4, demotes Caleb Mills 1 spot. 5 laps from turn to 4 and Mills will fight back. The Camel is not done with yet. Have a look at the ding-dong battle. 4 laps remaining in this one, David Mills, and it's going to the wire.
Nick Parker setting sail with 3 to run here at SunGold Stadium, round number 3 of the Southern Speedcar Tour. Caleb Mills not wanting to give up without a fight. Michael Conway in the 3rd spot, but all eyes on the front of the field. Mills dives to the bottom with 2 to run as they go by the flag stand. Parker, though, seemingly has the challenge in hand. Can Mills run him down? He's got a lap and 3/4 to make something happen. And if he does, it'll be amazing from here because Parker's been sublime. Super brave around SunGold Stadium and super quick is Nick Parker in the Victoria 39 car. The hat's off to Caleb Mills in the 2nd spot as well. He's going to chase him all the way home. Parker through the slick on entry to 3, just allows a window to open for Mills, but Parker gets the job done. We'll take out our Speedcar final tonight as a part of round 3 of the Southern Speedcar Tour. Nick Parker home first, Caleb Mills for 2nd. What a ding-dong battle that was. Michael Conway will settle for 3rd, Dylan Gent 4th, Jet Hart, Glenn Shaw, Justin McMinn. Boy, oh boy, put your hands together, folks. Those 2 out in front, Nick Parker and Caleb Mills, put on one heck of a show to round out what's been an astounding night of racing, pushing through the weather. 3 very entertaining feature races to end the program as Nick Parker will make his way to victory lane. Caleb Mills also stout in that second spot. Michael Conway for third. And the wet infield just puts pay to Nick Parker, making his way up onto victory lane in one foul swoop. But when he gets out of the car, make sure you put your hands together, because even if he hadn't have won that race, certainly the show he put on, from the way he entered into turn one to the way he raced and chased down Caleb Mills and to the clean pass as well. A lot to be said for that. Just getting manoeuvred up onto the podium for our final presentations of the night. Stevie T heading into victory lane. Would have enjoyed that, Stevie. Two guys out in front and only a small field, but boy oh boy, they put on a show.
But what a way he chased him down. He used all of the racetrack. We talked about how high he was. He was up near the fence, both ends. He really chased it, diamonding off the corners. This Beretta chassis was looking like it was a pleasure to drive. As he climbs out of the car, Nick Parker, put your hands together, folks. Happy crew, and I bet we've got a happy driver. He climbs down. Nick, what a race. Nick Parker, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. The boys are on some really good pace there in that feature. I was actually questioning in the first couple of laps whether I had the speed to get it done, but yeah, look, the car got better, and I think I dialed it in on the shot a little bit under that red flag, gave me a little bit of time to think, and yeah, dialed her in a bit better, and yeah, we got the job done. So Caleb and Michael Conway and the other Beretta, it's great to see another Beretta on the podium. So yeah, just can't thank my team enough. Yeah, Alcott Hire, Pettis suspension, Casey Performance engines, race radiators, Brisk plugs, SCS4 drive, Tassie Auto Shots, they're chipping in this year and they're doing a great job for us. Peninsula Tow Bars, Filter Wares and Wizard Race Products, and my crew. Couldn't do it without them. And just, yeah, thanks to Warrnambool for pushing on with a challenging night, but I think we've got a real good racy track in the end there. So yeah, love this place and love coming to race here.
Your ability to move around was amazing. We've seen you on the bottom, we've seen you diamonding the corners, we've seen you running right around the top. How hard was it to know exactly where to run?
I still don't know where I should really be running. It was working really well for me going through the rough stuff in 1 and 2. I mean, the hole going into 1 there nearly caught me a couple of times. 3 and 4 though, I had no idea where to run. I tried down low, I tried through the middle, ended up doing a bit of a slider line on myself, and that seemed to be working, so yeah, I stuck with it, and yeah, just like I said, I was pretty happy to get away with the win in there, and there I wasn't sure whether I could get it done.
Thank the crew.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Brody, Anthony, Jeff, Ian's not here tonight, and Kelvin, and my dad, they just do a killer job for me, and also Courtney, not only helping out our team, but also the club as well. She's been doing a bit of work behind the scenes, so thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Cheers, mate, all the best.
And second place, Caleb Mills. It's not the result he was chasing, but a great points night in the Southern Speedcar Tour. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Obviously, would have loved to have got that one, and probably should have listened to Dad there on the yellows and moved up. But you know, sometimes it's harder leading them race, and it's better to run second. So can't complain with the car. The car was really good. Just driver error cost us there.
It is very hard being the hunted, isn't it? Especially with the changing track conditions. It's totally different to last time you were on the track. How hard is it just to know where to be?
Yeah, especially leading, and yeah, the rain and the track work really played a huge part. Like, we sort of set up for a thin top, and we weren't far off at all, but just knowing where to be at certain points, like the rough down there in turn 1 and 2 really caught me out, and probably just needed to drive the car a little bit harder at times, and I think that's what cost us.
People to thank.
Yeah, all of our sponsors, Cars for Us, Super F Spares, Synergy Painting Group, BK Titanium Products, FSR, High Australia. I think the boys are up here watching tonight. Synergy Painting Group, Dino and Brad for working on the car, and just my family, mum, dad, AJ, the Pierce family as well for coming out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And third place, Michael Conway. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bit of a nerve-wracking moment down here, race even not working.
Yes, and then he replaced the battery, and then it went flat halfway around to the start again. So I was watching the lights.
Might need a battery sponsor.
Well, yeah, I need to change it obviously before the meeting.
People to thank.
Brett Lacey, Beretta chassis, and 2 Berettas on the podium, and running Slade shocks again. Dulac, my sponsor, and it was good to have a good clean run after having a huge dump at the Australian title.
Great to see 2 Australian-made chassis on the podium. It's fantastic for Australia, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, and the cars are super competitive, and they work really well, comfortable through the holes up there, and real good fun.
Crew to thank.
Just the one tonight, Darren, who's actually on Nick's crew, so he helped ride the quad, push the car out. So the rest we were just wheeling it by ourselves. So.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
And that's your top 3 place getters for an amazing feature, and we've been really, really blessed to have 3 unbelievable feature races tonight, fellas.
That we have, and full credit to everyone involved with the wingless sprints, the late models and the speed cars tonight. And hats off to everyone that turned out here tonight. A small but hearty crowd here at SunGold Stadium. We thank you for coming and spending the entertainment dollar with us in what is tough times. To everyone that joined us on Clay Per View, we thank you for your attention throughout the course of the night. We look forward to welcoming everyone back here to SunGold Stadium next Sunday night for night number 3 of the Easter Sprint Car Trail, with thanks to Gyprock and the midfield group here in Warrnambool, proud partners of night number 3, of course. Also the super rods and a massive fireworks display. Tickets available at premierspeedway.com.au. Don't forget, Friday night at Avalon Raceway, Saturday night at Borderline Speedway, Mount Gambier. 3 huge nights to round out the season effectively. From everyone here at Premier Speedway, on behalf of our commentary team, Jake Morrell, Stevie Trigg, Mac Mills and myself, we both bid you a good night.